ever think that life is just never ever gonna be ever good again? Probably. Or maybe probably not. Who knows? It's like, because you try and then nothing works. And then you try again, and nothing works again. And then you try again and it just doesn't ever work again. And it's just like it is to the point of such an amount of failure that it's just like, what's the point? And I guess the point is kind of to live life or whatever. Maybe the point of life is just to live life. But what kind of point is that? It seems a little bit extra. Because, God's just gonna go ahead and build a whole ass planet just for you to freaking be here? I guess so. Maybe? It's pretty crazy, man, because it's a lot of effort. Because this isn't no goddamn two-dimensional, low resolution looking out eyes, boy. I mean, the whole designer of the universe kind of thing is pretty damn genius, because it's just like one of the questions before the universe was built was probably like, all right, well, how do we make an infinite amount of space that never ends, that these little human beings could go ahead and be on forever, and then it's just like an amazing large amount of space that is infinite. It's like, well, behold, a sphere, a ball. Because if you look at the Earth, it's like a sphere, it's like a globe, and it never ends. You can keep on walking and walking and walking and walking, swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming, and then walking and walking and walking again, and it'll never freaking end. The design of that is pretty freaking genius. It's pretty damn genius, because if God made the earth a square, then you could fall off and die, or like a freaking pyramid, or a star. What other shapes are there? There's square, rectangle, triangle, star, heart. Shit, I need to go back to preschool. But the globe itself is pretty damn genius, of just that, you just have this infinite amount of space. And then it's just like, that would be impressive enough. But I mean, if you just look around, even if you look at like all of these trees, it's just like, what is life? And there is also the possibility that you could have just simply dropped into this very second right now, and then had all your past and all your family is just downloaded into your brain right this second. And then you think that you've lived before. It's like, but no, you were actually just dropped into society right now. And then you could have just been created right now, and just like have all this downloaded information of like, oh, yesterday I did this. But it could just be right this second that you just received all this information of who you are and what you've done with your life. It could have just been downloaded all right now. And all of these trees in this place could be, kind of like a video game of like, there's nothing over there until we go ahead and then walk over here. And then now it's just all downloaded as soon as you walk over there. But I don't believe that. I believe that life is a very, very high tech technology that it's just that you're just kind of here, and it's just like, what are you gonna do with it? It's like, I don't know, because people always say that you can't do anything. No fun, no excitement, no extreme, no, 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 no. And it's just like, all right. And then, you accept that and you be a good boy and you sit down, and then you get to the age of 75 and then you die. And then it's kind of scary of just like, if there is like an afterlife and you're like, fuck, I could have done something. And then God's just like, well, sorry, you only got one. And you're like, damn it, I could have freaking like been famous, or like built a building, or invented a new car, or like something. There's something inside of everybody that you got to kind of excavate yourself. And it's just like, with this vlogging experience, it is really helping me of like kind of figuring out who I am as a person, because like I'm such in a in a fog of that. I just don't know who I am. And of course, everybody doesn't know, what I am. Like every individual person doesn't know what they are. They pretend they know what they are. We put a label on it. Oh, we're a human being. We put a label on it, and like, all right, and it makes me feel really, really safe. But when you really think about it, you don't really know what you are. But looking at the individual and you say, who am I? Now that's the question. Because if you can figure out who you are, then you can... Okay, I'm going to give you the key. Here's the thing. The whole point of life is to become the best version of yourself. That's the whole thing. Now, it's really, really unfortunate that people just like, oh, they freaking love, they go out and they have sex and then they have a child. And then now you're just stuck with this fucking cunt of a woman who you don't really love, who you actually hate, who you're just kind of stuck to. And you're just like, no, I love her. I love her. We love each other. It's just like, you love your most, your biggest, villain, bad thing that is keeping, like, for me personally, like, I'm kind of like in a fog. I'm kind of like in like this, like a fog. It's a perfect thing. It's just like, you took like a nice piece of glass and then you smeared a whole bunch of Vaseline all over it, and I can't freaking see. I can't, like, I don't know that I'm like alive. It's like very strange, but it's just like, I'm trying to clean it off, and I'm trying to clean it. I'm trying to like clean it off to like see what it is. And the role of a wife is just to make sure that she keeps on smearing more and more Vaseline upon it, and to the point of when you die, and then you die a lot sooner than you were supposed to, and you never realize your actual true purpose. She's going to make sure that you do not, absolutely not, you're not going to ever do your purpose. And the problem is that when you don't achieve your purpose in life, I believe if you reincarnate that, I believe that means that you failed at life. I don't think that we should want to come back here. I mean, it's cool. It's like there's, you already know this. There's ups and downs and rights and lefts and everywhere in between. Like, life is life. But I don't think that. I think we got to get to the next level. There could be something even better. I'm pretty sure that living on Earth and being like a human being is pretty freaking cool. But I believe that if you reincarnate, whatever it's called, I believe if you come back, I believe it's because you failed at life. Because you decided not to realize your purpose. How do you know what your purpose is? That's up to you to figure it out. It's up to you to figure out what your purpose is in life. And that's like the most difficult thing that you can possibly do, because it is so simple and so easy that we refuse to realize it. Is the reason why it's so hard to realize our purpose is because it's so simple. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode of 5 o'clock in the morning. Bye.